Why are you struggling to get a Scrum Master job in 2023? I urge everyone to watch this video to its completion. If you don't, you will miss out a critical step. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so a lot of you take a CSM and a PSM course, and this certification is usually 2 days. They teach you a lot of theory, but they don't actually give you a lot of practical hands-on experience. And then what's expected is that you take the online test, and when you pass the online test, you're wondering, yes, we've done it. I'm certified, let's go out in the job market, and I should be able to get myself a job, right? That's what you're thinking. But actually, in reality, you spend months and months, maybe even years, trying to find that job. And then you're starting to wonder, was that time well spent? Was that effort well spent? And this is happening to so many people on the market right now. It is absolutely atrocious because you're being fed the wrong information. What you actually need is a proper framework, a proper approach that's going to help and guide you exactly to achieve the outcome. So let me show you something which is called the 8S framework, which all Scrum Masters and aspiring Scrum Masters and even professional Scrum Masters should look to in order to make their competencies even stronger. So let me show you what the 8S framework looks like. And I've drawn up the 8S framework: strategy, structure, system, scaling, style, skills, sensing, and stakeholders. Each and every part of this framework is what the Scrum Master should become absolutely professional in. Missing out any one of these elements can be massively detrimental to your career and also for you looking for a job. So let's go through, what does strategy mean in this case? Strategy very specifically means that you actually have a playbook, you have an approach, you have something that's going to help you, that is going to actually take you forward. Strategically speaking, you as a Scrum Master should have a playbook, an approach, a method to actually get the job done. So all these things should be in your arsenal when you are a Scrum Master and you have the right strategy in place. The next thing is called structure, and this is very specifically guidebooks. It's all about having the right templates. It's all about applying things in a methodical manner, applying them step by step. And if you don't know how to do it step by step, the structural way, then you don't know. And this is how interviewers find out that you don't know what you're talking about. This is why 2-day courses absolutely fail to teach you, is that there's a step-by-step approach to doing things as a Scrum Master, and if you don't learn this step-by-step approach, you get quickly found out. The next one is systems, and systems is all about how you can use managerial frameworks to get the job done. Because no matter how much you think about it, a Scrum Master role in a position is all about managing people, coordinating people, facilitating people, as we say in the literature. So you need to know what are the different managerial frameworks that are available out there and how you can get the job done as a Scrum Master. Once again, CSM and PSM completely fails to pick this up. In fact, the only course where a managerial framework is actually shown is the Safe Scrum Master, which you've heard me say over and over again in multiple other videos. Strategy is clearly laid out in the SSM course. Structure is absolutely laid out clearly in the SSM course, and systems are very well clearly laid out in this. So already you can clearly see that in a CSM and a PSM 2-day course, you're already going to be struggling at this point. And no wonder when you go to an interviewer and you're trying to apply for a Scrum Master job, they're going to know immediately that you do not possess the managerial aspects. You cannot even coordinate this team, because who's going to be ready to look up to you as a Scrum Master or a team lead? The next one is called scaling, and scaling is all about how do you execute execute large projects. And this is very critical because now we're living in the digital transformation era. And if we're living in this era, we're going to have a lot of large projects. We're going to have humongous projects and programs to manage. And standard Scrum, which is what we're showing you in most of the other courses, is not enough to cut it. In fact, you need a scaling framework that you need to learn and master and you know how to implement so you can go forward and manage those large-scale programs. Do you just think when you're a Scrum Master and you enter that organization for the first time, do you think it's just going to be small-scale projects? Absolutely not. You might also be given some challenging large-scale projects and you'll absolutely need a scaling framework to help you achieve what you want to achieve. Now, this top section, you could say, is a lot of the hard skills. This bottom section that we're going to cover now is what we call the soft skills. So this is all the tactical stuff that the Scrum Master needs to know, but this is all the soft skills that we need to know. So let's start off with style. And style very specifically means here is that what to do in different scenarios, because there will be many scenarios that a Scrum Master is going to face, and your ability to change and adapt to those scenarios, to inspect that scenario and adapt to it appropriately, will be the difference between you winning and losing. The next one is called skills, and this is very much what we said early on, which is the core competencies. Now, don't get this confused. These are not core competencies. These are tactical things that a Scrum Master needs to know. And core competencies are something totally different. Something that you might not even realize that are actually there as a Scrum Master. So again, skills, style, strategy, structure, systems, and scaling are all things that you're missing. You cannot pick this up off a Udemy course. You cannot pick this up from a 2-day CSM or PSM course. You will not pick this up from doing mock tests, looking at scenarios online. It's impossible. You need to take this from someone that's been in the game for many, many years and knows every in and out to get the job done as a Scrum Master. The next one I want to cover here is sensing. And sensing is all about emotional intelligence, but emotional intelligence in a very specific manner. What we're saying here is that you want to have emotional intelligence whereby you can foreshadow, you can foresee things before they even happen, and this is a magical skill. So forget the emotional intelligence from the way you have traditionally been told. What we're talking about as emotional intelligence here is the ability to see, to have a crystal ball before things even happen. Imagine if you had that capability. Imagine that you had that skill to look into a crystal ball and see, what do I need to do tomorrow as a Scrum Master to make sure the team follows my directives? What do I need to do on Tuesday to ensure that the stakeholders listen to what I'm saying? What do I need to do on the Thursday to make sure that we meet the sprint deliverables? What do I need to do on the Friday to make sure the team exits the organization and they are happy, they are motivated, and I go home smelling the high heavens? This is what this piece gives you. Critical. And believe it or not, a lot of the Scrum Master interview questions are based around sensing, but you've never heard of that terminology before. I'm revealing it to you for the first time in the 8S framework. And the last thing is stakeholders. And this is very specifically all about engagement. If you cannot engage your stakeholders as a Scrum Master, you will not be able to do anything. And don't forget, that also means the product owner. That also means the agile or the dev team. And that also means the other guys, the CXOs, the CTOs, the CEOs, all the C guys in the C level. You have to deal with them. And if you don't know how to deal with them, do you think you'll be a successful Scrum Master? I don't think so. So now you can see a complete picture. You can see an entire picture now. This is called the AS framework, and this is what I teach people in my Scrum Master Accelerator boot camps. And in this boot camp, you master each and every aspect. Imagine it, if you know everything strategically as a Scrum Master what to do, structurally, and you have the systems at your fingertips, and you know how to scale for large projects, and you know the style and the different scenarios, how to apply yourself, and you have all the core competencies built up as skills, as capabilities in your arsenal, and you know you're able to foresee things through emotional intelligence because you have the sensing capabilities, and you're able to engage everyone and all the stakeholders so you can deliver predictability and gain their trust. Why wouldn't you land a Scrum Master job? And this is the main reason why you are all struggling right now to land Scrum Master jobs. Number one, you've not been fed the right information. Number two, you've taken the wrong courses. And number three, you're missing all these elements. So stop wasting your time and take this seriously, because this is your career. The more time you waste deciding if I should do this or not, the more time you're losing, wasting your effort while everyone else is making a decision and moving ahead. And this is a very competitive world that you're living in now. Everyone is struggling to make ends meet, and you need some sort of edge, blueprint, tactical playbook that you can use to your edge that's going to differentiate yourself from someone else that's got the Scrum Master certification. You need the skills and abilities today, now, to get the job done. So in conclusion, today's CSM, PSM course is not going to cut it. You will not land yourself the Scrum Master role. You will land yourself a Scrum Master role if you follow the 8S framework, and this is exactly what I teach my students in my Scrum Master Accelerator boot camps. And not only will you learn all the frameworks, the toolkits, the templates, the guidebooks, the procedures, the policies, the approaches, how to play the game in and out of the office, how to get things moving, how to control the team, how to control the stakeholders, how to do everything as a Scrum Master, but on top of that, learn advanced techniques that you're not even being shown in the other courses. This is everything that you need to become a Scrum Master. So don't waste your time. Put your effort and your money into a place where you know you can achieve something using the 8S framework and become a Scrum Master today. And if you're interested to do that, feel free to reach out to me on my WhatsApp. My number's on the screen. Feel free to also follow me in my social media links. And if you like the video, leave a comment down below. Share the video with someone that's been struggling to become a Scrum Master. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. As always, guys, thank you for watching.